Well, I'm Ranger Cookie, and today we're going to talk about one of the C's. Oh my gosh, that's a C from hell. What is one of the C's? Well, we're going to talk about the torch. What is the torch? Or the candle? One of the C's is one of the candles, the torches. See, back in the day when people lived, they only had oil lamps or candles or wax myrtle candles. Now we got all kinds of new technology that we can use any day of the week. We went to oil lamps. Oops, it's dead. We went to oil lamps, to candles. Now notice the oil, as it gets old, that's about 20 to 30-year-old oil lamp in there. And it's still good. So back in the day, we had candles, oil lamps. We made candles from wax myrtles and other sources, animal fat. And we went to different types of electronics. Now, the electronics I like to use, I used to use the diamond, but it's a pain in the butt because you got to push like 30 buttons just to get to one light source. Like, here's my favorite light. All the coast lights. I also used to use the Lucy lights. The Lucy lights were really good when I was camping. You blow them up and you hang them up as high as you can, and it brights up the whole area. But now, when I go camping, I use these. And what you call these? Hang on, let me get the box for you. I got a box over here. My whole yard is full of these lights. Yeah, I just bought like 3 of these. Now, if you want to go camping and you get one of these, the 330, which is pretty good. Or you can get, if you go other camping, you can get the 72 solar light rope, which is over here somewhere. I just want to show you our candle sources for the day and why I use certain ones. See, this could be in your camp all day, charging by the solar light. See, it charges. Then around your camp, you have these instead of the Lucy lights, because the Lucy lights only last like 3 to 4 hours, but it says it's supposed to last all night, but they don't. So these last longer than the Lucy lights, and they can cut on when you need them, when you walk by, instead of this using all your lights. Now I got other light sources. I don't like this light because it has too many buttons. All right, you want to just have, and it goes bop bop bop, red, then green, and all kinds of different colors. It's too much. It's just too much of a hassle. Then the diamond. You got the diamond light. These are good lights, but like again, you got to push the button 1,000 times. Now remember, when you're buying the light, make sure you read the back. Now, even though it might cost you $4, is it worth $4? Let's turn these babies around. And this is my favorite, the Coast. Coast Light rechargeable lights are my best lights I ever bought. Had these gray types. I use it all the time. Now I use the Coast. They're pretty easy to use. It's bright, dim, brighter, and it goes to dim. Then you hold the button and it goes to brightest you can get. It's so simple to use. You just hold it and it turns bright. Now, right out the box, these babies are pretty good. It will give you a whole day worth of juice right out the box. Now, let's turn it on and look at all these numbers. That's very important. All right, right here, you got high, low, and flood. You want to know how many aluminums they have, then how many hours. than how far everything is. You want something to last at least 12 to 15 hours on high, and at least, all right, over here on high is 10 hours. This one's 16 hours on high. Wait a minute, that's low. On high is 3 hours. Over here is 3 hours. And this one, all right, it's kind of odd. This one's missing its numbers there. But you look at this one, 160, 500, 46, and 12. 185 minutes, 37 minutes, 118 minutes, 118, and 68 minutes. Then you got to look at how many hours. 10 hours, 6 hours, 28 hours, and this one's missing for some reason. I guess the package, it just goes down to 28 hours. 28 hours is the best deal for one charge, in case you can't recharge your Coast Light. I got 4 of these because they're badass. I love the Coast. I got one in my car, one in my truck, one in my house, and one for backup. And this is the backup one I bought. I love the Coast Lights. Then remember, when you buy, like the price, I mean, depends on what you get. This is $60 for this one, but it's going to give me what I want. 28 hours on low. That's almost 2 days of being in the woods with no way of charging it. That's if you have no way of charging it. And I take these big batteries, which I like, because I can just take 2 batteries, charge one of these big batteries that's in here, and I'll have 48 hours of lights, and they'll last pretty long, and I can brighten it, make it to a beam by just turning this little knob and turning it back down to make a wide beam, a floodlight. 10 hours on low, which is good if you want to be in the woods for like one day, because that was only 10 hours. You're not going to sleep for 10 hours. You're going to be sleeping for about 10 hours, but in case you up, you have 10 hours of light during the night. Alright, so there's your options you can get. You can get string lights. Like over here, you got these string lights. They last pretty long if they were charged in the sun correctly. And that is it. This is my light sources. I do have big Q beams, but I didn't want to go find it, and they burnt out. But just letting y'all know, back in the day, we had oil lamps, wax myrtles, wax from different animal fats. Then we went to the technology of flashlights and lanterns. I don't have all the new lanterns they have with the put on your headlamp and different types of light sources. But remember, when you buy a light source, make sure you got the right amount of hours. 28 hours. That's almost 2 days. I'm sorry. 28. That's a day and a half. But minute out of the package. Right out the package will give you almost 2 days of lights. Normal use, of course. And I love my Coast. I got Coast lights everywhere. Just can't find the old gray ones. All right, there you go. There's your light sources for the day. Let's take a look. Let's take this one for a little walk in the woods. Show you the brightness and all that good stuff. All right, here you go. That's on dim. Hey, fuzzies. There you go. That's on dim. Hang on, this light's cheating. It's helping me out. Let's go over here. And the light on my camera is on. I don't know if I can turn it off. But I got those everywhere. All right, here's a nice dark area. All right, that's on, bright, dim, and hold the button to the brightest I can get it. There you go. Now remember, it's on you to buy your light source, what you want to buy, not what I say to buy. Remember that, folks. Get the light you love, but I love the coast lights. And there's a bunch of these lights I got around my whole yard to light up my trails so I can see where the dogs get out. All right, that's it. That's our candle source. That's one of our C's that we definitely need to maneuver at night. Let's say there's a monster, a Bigfoot or a werewolf or a Rougarou chasing you at night and you want to get out of the woods. I recommend some type of light source so you can get out. And there you go, folks.